Summer transfer window. We're in March and already there are countless rumours regarding potential Spurs targets for the summer. So what I wanted to do today is just take a look at a few names that have been mentioned this week. For those of you that aren't familiar with the Spurs tier rankings, what we do is we rank the story based on the reliability of the source, not of the likelihood of the transfer happening, but the reliability of and the origin of the source, with Tier 1 being the most reliable and Tier 4 being the least. So I just wanted to take a look at a couple today from this week. We'll start with the least reliable rumour, which is Chris Smalling, the Manchester United defender on loan at Roma, has this week been linked with a move to Spurs from Tuttosport in Italy, with reports suggesting that Jose Mourinho is interested in bringing the England defender to Spurs this summer if Manchester United and Roma can't agree a permanent transfer. It's an interesting one because it's coming out of Tuttosport, which is an Italian source, so you would think there could be some credibility there, but you don't want to be fooled, just by the name and the origin of the country. So you don't want to think it's about an Italian team and there's an Italian source reporting it, therefore it could be reliable. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Or fortunately, in this case, if you are like me and doesn't think that Chris Smalling is good enough to play for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Actually, at the moment, he probably is good enough based on our current defence and performances, but I mean for the long term, we're not looking at Chris Smalling and thinking, wow, he's the guy that's gonna turn our season around next year, turn our form around and bring real solidity at the back. I don't think of Chris Smalling. So the rumour about Chris Smalling is from Tuttosport, like I've said. It's a Tier 4 source, which means the source is not too reliable. So at the moment, I would take that all with a pinch of salt. Let's see if that moves up in the reliability rankings as the months go on. At the moment, nothing to shout home about. Another name, Ben Foster, the Watford keeper, who is out of contract this summer at Vicarage Road. Reports from the Telegraph, Mike McGrath at Telegraph, who is a Tier 2.5. So more reliable in that regard than Tuttosport, who reported Chris Smalling. What is being said there is Jose Mourinho is interested in bringing Ben Foster to Spurs. The keeper, like I said, is out of contract in the summer. It's an interesting one because Paulo Gazzaniga probably hasn't convinced Jose that he should be the number 2 deputy keeper. And we're not sure where Hugo Lloris's future, long-term future anyway, lies. So Ben Foster, it's an interesting one. It's a semi-reliable source there with Tier 2.5. Ben Foster today has actually come out and commented on the rumour and said it's actually just paper talk, which is an interesting one. But the Telegraph are adamant that Spurs are interested in Ben Foster. So let's see how that develops over the coming months and into the summer window. One last name to leave you on, and it's an interesting reason why, is Edson Alvarez, the Ajax defender, who can also play right back and defensive midfielder. He has been linked with a move to Spurs, and even more interestingly than that, it's been reported by De Telegraaf from Holland, which is a Tier 1.5 source, really good source, one of the first sources to announce the Bergwijn deal in January. What the De Telegraaf are saying is Spurs actually failed with an attempt to bring the defender to North London in January. Ajax blocking a move, but there was a concrete offer made there, and that Spurs would go back in the summer and make a move for the defender. It's an interesting one because it's always hard to rank the reliability when it's a couple of months away. Usually you get a feeling if a really reliable source is announcing or speculating or reporting a rumour or a story within the window, but this is outside the window. So they've talked about what happened in January, talking about what might happen in the summer. So that one I kind of always take with a little bit of pinch of salt. In terms of what could happen, because Spurs could change their transfer plans, budgets could be affected, they could decide on another target. So there's a long way to go with that. But that's the most reliable story out of the three, one to really take an interesting look at. So that's it for me for today. Hope you have enjoyed this, and we'll keep going over the coming months and see how reliable the tier system is. It's proven to be reliable before. Thank you for listening. Please feel free to comment, subscribe and like. Let's see where we go. Thank you.